Let's see. Go ahead and draw him 3 cards. And just set them there where you can keep track of them. Hey, everybody. We're just going through our pre-game shenanigans. I don't have the right shirt on.
Are you sure? You're naked.
Read to him what his cards are.
Okay,
and that's not on camera? So disappointing.
His eyes. Okay, so your cards are out of ammo, warmed up, and lucky break.
Okay, lucky break, out of ammo, and warmed up. Okay. I stretched before the scenario.
Oh, yeah, you want to get limbered up, you know. You want to get limbered up.
That's how you pull them up.
A dice rolling muscle.
The dice roll a little low.
Oh, you kidding me? Yeah, I know. All right, let's see here. Who do we have on here with us today? E.S. Taylor. Jim Stute is on here this morning. We have Vern Jeske. Ptolemaikus is on here. Michael Greenhill. Neil Morgan. Thank you for joining us this morning, Neil. And Tony Colon. Very nice. Hi, guys. Thank you for jumping on here this morning. We have 3 minutes until the official go live time, which coincidentally, I don't know how many of you saw our little video on, what was it, last Thursday?
Yeah.
Last Thursday, we gave the official count for the number of unfinished pages on the characters book was 6. On Thursday. Today, we are down to 3 pages remaining.
Woohoo!
3 pages remaining.
Good on you.
One of those pages, and I call it a page, it's not technically a page, but it's still, that's the term I use for it, is the back of the book. So I have on the backs of like our 2nd edition books, all of them, we've had some sort of helpful information, some sort of quick reference thing on the back of the books. So if you guys have any suggestions for something that you would like us to include on the back of the characters book, you know, if I have room, I might try to include it. But I have some ideas for a few things already that I'd like to include there. But, you know, if you have a cool idea, definitely share it. If there's information that you feel, you know, that would be nice to have handy, very quick to reference, you know, you could just flip over that book and go, oh yeah, that's on the back of the characters book, and flip it over and there you have the information. It would be kind of nice to have that there. We're going to go live officially in 1 minute. 1 minute.
I just lost sound.
Nah, that's just me being very, very quiet. I hope. Can you hear? Matt, testing.
Yeah, I can hear now.
Okay. That was just me being very, very quiet, like a ninja.
You're not a ninja.
Like a ninja.
You are way too loud.
Those are the best kinds of ninjas because they fool you.
I just stomp around.
Stomping around.
Knock stuff over.
Hey, what's all this going on over here? So the yellow cards
Hey,
are
7 o'clock.
what? Oh, hey. I need something to drink.
Yeah, you could have done that in the time before the 10 o'clock.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna get it.
Hydration is very important.
Yeah, you got to get hydrated. Are you kidding me?
Are you drinking water?
How could you go into this without having a beverage? That's some good drink right there.
That's not even water.
It has
There might be
some
water in it.
It's the mixer. Daft Fully is on here. Daft has been doing some solo games. Said he's played like about 4 so far. Let's see. Who else is on here? Idiot Luggage is on here. Nice to have your phone number so we can call you with questions whenever we want. Sure. Just go ahead and give us a ring. I think the phone number might be on the Facebook. I could be wrong. I'm just saying a phone number is on there. I'm not sure even whose it is. But feel free to call us.
Also,
Yeah.
they would have much more luck with Messenger because you never answer the phone.
I have been known to answer my phone. So
Once a year.
to people who suggest that I never answer my phone, they are lying to you. It might be a very, very rare occurrence. But to suggest I never answer is a false.
Oh, I'm sorry. Once.
Okay, here we go. Hey, everybody, this is Dave here at Pulp Alley, and I am with the world's most dangerous bestie. And I am with the world's most dangerous Matt Spence right there. I'm not sure if you can see.
Woohoo!
Can you see his happy smiling
Yay.
face?
Hello, everybody.
Happy smiling face. Matt is joining us from the far off mythical land of New Jersey.
Got it right.
Today.
Thank you.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, buddy. This is a weird scenario in many ways. This is a temporal rift, a dimensional rift has been created by a crazy mad doctor.
Oh.
Things have spiraled out of control in this top secret research facility. Strange creatures have come through the rift. They've called in Danger Incorporated to put a stop to it. So Professor Z and AJ Danger and Mac and Spec and Valet are all here to try and solve this mystery and close the rift. So that's basically what the scenario is. It can be really tough because you don't know the order that the rooms are, or that the events and the encounters are going to happen in. And if they happen in a particularly bad order, then it can be pretty bad. But
Bad gets bad.
bad, you know,
Wow.
sometimes bad is bad.
Huh.
Do we want to show them a picture of the leagues or the league? So here's I don't want to pick up the camera, but anyway, you guys know them. You know them. You love them. They're the same that they've ever been. Actually, that's a lie, isn't it? Send me back to the other camera. There were a lot of changes to Danger Incorporated in the characters book. So just recently, I switched out their perk from. I stopped using the Network of Supporters perk for them, and I switched them over to Bastion of Science, which to me made more sense. Mac O'Reilly is now more combat oriented because I switched them from Network of Supporters to Bastion of Science. I switched her finesse and her cunning around as well. Mac O'Reilly is now more fighty than he used to be. Professor Z's skills are also different. Valet is also slightly different in that you used to have to either discard or something like that, and now you don't do that. Although all of Valet's skills are random every time. So you really every time Valet does something, it could be rolling 1 dice or it could be rolling 3 dice. You don't know what it's going to do. The other cool thing about that is that it does ignore nearly all of the modifiers. So it'll almost always get to roll a dice also. And then Spec is a little level 1, but we've also even adjusted her skills a little bit as well to make her a little more feisty.
Ooh.
We are doing this with a single league today, but we're not technically playing it solo. In other words, we're not using the solo deck. We are using the regular fortune deck. Matt has a regular hand of fortune cards. I am not using a fortune hand for the dungeon, so it's not really a solo game. It's a
It's an
game.
in-between.
It's a game mastered
Yeah.
game. So he's still using the stuff. All right, I think we can go ahead and get started. So the
let's do
first character that enters my so he actually begins the scenario off the table, and he has to move someone on. So who's it going to be, Matt? Who is going
I'm
to
going to move.
enter the
I'm
room
going to
of
let my
horrors?
Mac O'Reilly go in.
Okay, he's sending in his sidekick. So as soon as his sidekick enters the room, we're going to flip over a card and see what sort of scariness he has wandered into. Oh, and it's the mad scientist right off the bat. So we're going to put the mad
Nice.
scientist right here in the middle. And you can continue your activation.
I am going to go ahead.
In this particular scenario, the many of the challenges are set. So you can see right there on the mad scientist card that it tells you what the. Can they read that,
No.
baby? No hope that they can read that.
I mean, if you tilt it up, maybe.
If I tilt it up, maybe. Okay. So right there on the card, it actually tells you the challenges. No, they still can't read that. It still looks kind of blurry. Probably not the right distance. I don't know. Anyway, so the peril, if you want to try and talk to the scientist who is mad and insane, is a might or finesse. So basically, you either have to hold him down or you have to cajole him and convince him not to be a threat. And you're going to have to roll 2 successes.
Yes, I'm gonna give it a shot with Mac. I guess it doesn't really. I'll go with the finesse because I get a sharp skill with him, and I'm also gonna dump my out of ammo card to get a +1 to my finesse as well. If I read that correctly, or is that just like get that if I win the scenario?
Are you talking about the bonus at the bottom?
Correct.
Yeah, you don't have that yet. If you get past the peril and the plot point, that's when you get the bonus. So
Gotcha.
You don't get that bonus until you've actually convinced him to join you or to stop trying to hit you with a stethoscope or something. You could use the utility belt, but I think he's trying to save that possibly for something a little bit better. Finesse, he gets 2 dice, and he will have a reroll. Is that what you're going with, Matt?
Yes.
Okay, so here we go. Here is his roll. He got 1 success, and he has a reroll because he is sharp. Can he get it? No. And the wild scientist tries to electrocute you, and that means you're going to have to roll a 2 dice health check. I used the wrong dice there. I'm going to pick those up. Mac has a D8 in his health. So the scientist tries to electrocute you, and Mac is injured by the scientist.
Ow.
Bzz, bzz.
Oh, that tricky mad scientist.
And Mac is injured right off the bat. The first room goes to the Mad Doctor. Now, you are still the boss. What are you going to do?
I'm going to move in Mr. Val.
Valet's going in.
Yep.
Aw, what's Valet going to do? Is Valet going to attempt the plot point?
He is.
Okay. He moves up there. We already know what the peril is because it's written on the card. And we're going to draw a card to see how many dice he will roll. So that's what we're going to draw for. And he's only rolling 1 dice. So he will fail that peril. He will not be able to beat the peril, and he will take his 2 dice check. 2 dice because that's how many hits that come from the electrocution, and Valet is also damaged. And
yikes.
Down. Bzzzt. Zap. All right, who's going in next? Into the room of death and destruction.
We'll go with AJ.
Okay. AJ is not holding back. She's going to go in there. She moves up to the doctor. We already know what the challenge is. She's going to have to roll 2 successes with might or finesse. She has 2 die 8 in both of those.
Yeah.
So is there any reason to choose one over the other? Don't think so.
No,
All right.
doesn't.
So here is her 2 die 8 roll. She needs both of these. And she gets it, boys and girls. So she is past the peril. And now she has to convince the scientist to stop being a bonehead, which is sometimes harder than you think. 3 die 10 with her
10?
cunning. 3 die 10. She needs 2 of these, and she doesn't get it. She only gets 1 success. We're gonna put a little blip on there to show that 1 success has been achieved, and we will continue. I don't know that Professor Z has a shot at that. I don't think he's got the finesse or the might.
I was going to ask you. He's going to have to do the finesse or might before he can do the cunning. Okay.
He's still the scientist has not stopped his crazy rampage. So yeah, he's not going to be able to get there.
I'm just going to move him into the room.
Okay. He moves in. And Spec, same thing.
Yes.
We need to change the focus.
Is the focus wrong?
This is not looking right.
Oh,
It's a smidge fuzzy.
yeah, it sure is. Okay. How's that?
Much better.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. All right. Does that end the turn? I guess Spec moves in.
I believe so.
Spec won't be able to do it. So that will end the turn. We'll have 1 recovery check from the and Mac remains injured. We're going to draw. Oh, Val. Val recovers and is back on its wheel.
Woohoo!
Danger. And you're going to add a new card to your stack, and it will be called Distraction.
Okay.
All right. As you start turn number 2, what are you going to do? I guess AJ's the one that's got to try to get through this, and she's going to have to face the electrocution again.
Yeah, let's do that.
I don't have any tricks up our sleeve here. See, this was a tough one to get started on right here.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. All right. So she's going to have to face the peril, and I didn't. Yeah, that was on screen. She gets past it, a 5 and an 8. And then she has her 3 die 10 cunning, and she gets past the remaining. So now that is a captured plot point, and you can apply the bonus that is on there. So once per turn, you can discard one of your cards to give one of your characters +1 might or finesse.
Lovely.
And unlike most bonuses, that can be applied to any of your characters. That's an important difference on that one. Now, are you going to send somebody into the next room?
Absolutely.
Okay. Who's it going to be?
I'm going to send in Mac again.
That was a tough room. That was a tough room right there. Now, Mac is injured. He's going in.
He's going in.
He's going in. As soon as he enters the room, we flip over the card to reveal what it is. It's the Demogorgon.
Of
and
course it is.
Comes busting up out of the floor and comes up right underneath his feet. And he's going to have to try to brawl with the thing.
Okay. I'm going to hit warmed up. Play my warmed up card for him.
I don't think you need it yet. I mean, there's no reason. if you like knock the thing out, you don't really need that. Because you're not
Oh,
suffering.
okay, good. Yeah,
any,
because there's only one of them.
yeah, because there's no multiple fights penalty yet. So anyway, the thing is going to pop up. You have a brawl of 3 die 8,
But you're hurt.
but he's hurt. Oh, Bessie. Oh, so you're going to be brawling with 3 die 6, or you could try to dodge with 3 die 6. What are your thoughts here, sir? The Gorgon.
No, he's gonna go after him. Let's brawl.
The Gorgon is rolling 4 die 8 of crushing power. Okay, 4 die 8 versus 3 die 6. The Gorgon is also reanimated, so it cannot block or dodge, and it will ignore 1 dice hits. Also, it is armored, so it will roll a bonus health dice. It is a bad mo thing. Here are the rolls. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. It's not my fault, Matt. It's not my fault.
It is so your fault.
You got no successes whatsoever. And the monster got 3 successes. And Mac
Of
will
course
have
it
to
did.
roll. Comes right up under the floor, right up where he was standing. What do you expect? He can't. Oh, it came out of nowhere. And he's going to have to roll a 3 dice health check. Mac is down.
Oh.
Crushed by the Demogorgon. Up out of the floor.
Ow.
But let's continue. Who would you like to kill off next?
I guess we're gonna go in with the big hitter and send in AJ.
AJ has already activated this turn. She was.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Activate.
I
got a Speck. I got a Zdinko Cerny. I got a Valet.
Let's move Speck into the room.
Okay, but not fight the thing?
No.
Okay, Speck is just going to kind of come in here. So let me see. What's Speck's dodge? 2 die 6.
2 die 6.
2 die 6. Let me see how tough these things are. Yeah. It doesn't have Moxie or anything, so it would be down to 3 die 8, but that's still a lot of dice to throw against the poor little puppy. Okay, Speck moves into the room, and it's just kind of hanging out. All right, who's going to go next?
We'll move in Valet.
Okay, and what is Val going to do? Val could shoot. No?
Yeah,
let me double check.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, Val could get, Val does have X in shoot, so who knows how many dice it will have. But Val could move in there and shoot at the thing.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, and it's an unopposed attack, and the reason is because the thing cannot dodge, it can't do anything, so it's going to take 1 dice hit. Remember, Val does not gain anything from combat modifiers. And no damage at all. Just a 1. Okay. We still have Zdinko. He has 1 dice in shoot. He could be at short range and actually get 2 dice of shooting.
Well, let's do that.
Okay. He moves in there. He'll be over here, I guess. Oh, who do you want to be closest to this thing? Because it's going to move at the end of this turn and probably crush somebody. Who do you want that to be?
Probably Speck.
Poor Speck. So Speck.
Well, he's very loyal. He puts himself in
Speck
between.
Is barking. So Speck's not going to hide behind somebody. Speck gets out there and is barking away at the thing. Here is 2 die 6 from Zdinko. Now, this is a tough monster. It's a tough monster. If he only gets 1, he doesn't even get any successes. I haven't rolled a single success.
Oh, we noticed, bro.
For the whole game so far.
Except for
my monster, which is about to eat Speck.
That is the true horror of this scenario.
Here comes the Demogorgon against Speck, crushing through the floor, and now it will eat Speck. It's rolling 3 die 6. Is Speck going to dodge with 2 die 6 or bite back with 2 die 6?
I believe Speck is going to be nimble and try to get away.
Okay. He is trying to dodge here. Here is the roll. You got a 6, but it will not stop the monster's 8. That's only one success. That's only one success. Here is Speck's health check. Roll! And Speck is removed from play. Speck is a follower level character and removed from play. At the end of this turn, we will make recovery checks. Let's see if Mac gets up.
God, please get up.
Mac is back on his feet. Mac is back on his feet. He is bloodied. Oh, he's hanging on by a thread here, boys and girls. Do you see what's going on here? And we're starting turn number 3.
He's the virtual.
Here's the card.
Thank you, sir. Can I have another?
Here's the card you drew. Unseen Peril. Now that's interesting. Unseen Peril. Okay, Matt. What are you going to do?
Yeah. AJ's going to saunter into the room and take a shot at our Demigorgon.
Okay. So she steps into the room. Now, in this particular scenario, these cards that you run into, these encounters, they prevent you from progressing through the scenario. So he cannot move beyond this room until this thing is dealt with. AJ moves into the room. And what is she doing here? Is she opening fire with some shoots in?
I am, and I'm going to shift down to gain the +2.
Oh my gosh.
Quick shot bonus.
That's like 7 dice. That's 7 die 8. So she is rolling 7 die 8. This is an unopposed attack. The thing cannot dodge. It cannot block. It cannot shoot back. It cannot do anything. Here is the Schutzen. Oh my God, not a single success again. Okay.
He's fibbing.
Oh, man.
Okay, you got one. And I'm going to reroll. No, you're fine. Yeah, I'm going to reroll 1 because I didn't have enough dice in there. So you have 5 successes. 5 successes, and the monster will have to roll a 5 dice health check. It has a health of D8. It will roll an extra dice because it is armored. And it needs 5 successes, and it got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes, and it is uninjured by AJ's barrage. It's not my fault.
It isn't 100% your fault.
What?
Oh, no.
What do you?
I just can't.
What do you have to say?
I'm over your die roll. That is BS.
I brought out my special dice.
Apparently.
Oh, all right. Let us continue the horror. The horror. The horror. The horror. The horror. Who's next?
You're so bad.
Does it even matter?
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm going to have Mac try and take a shot this time.
Sure. He's at short range. He will have 4 die 6.
Yes.
Wait, why
4 die 6 plus 1
So 5.
for short range. So 5 die 6. 5 die 6 against my monster. He scores 3 hits. The monster will have to roll a 4 dice health check. I'm sorry, 3 dice health check. It'll actually roll an extra dice. Failed. Monster is injured.
Yay!
Yay!
And there was much rejoicing. Who out there is cheering for my monster this morning?
Nobody.
Come on, somebody out there is cheering for my monsters.
Nobody likes your mom.
Somebody.
Nobody.
Somebody's cheering for the monsters. Are you sure?
Positive.
Okay. All right. You still have 2 more guys that could shoot at this thing.
Yeah, let's do that.
Bessie, who do you want to go next?
Let's go with
This was
let's
probably
let's try
one of the
the
hardest
good
monsters
doctor.
he could run into. Okay, the doc's only going to be rolling 2d6, and he's going to have to get both for it to even matter. And he does not. One hit will
Okay.
not hurt the thing, so it will ignore that. Val can shoot next. Val draws
Let's try.
its card, and it's going to have 2 dice to shoot also.
He doesn't get short range, right?
Correct.
No.
Got 2 successes. That means the monster is going to have to roll a health check. It's a 2 dice health check. Because the monster is armored, it's going to roll an extra dice, and it only needs 2 successes, and it made it. Monster
Of course it did.
Why
wouldn't it?
uninjured. Monster remains.
He's got a boo boo.
Monster has a boo-boo. Yeah, but I'm going to go eat me some mac for lunch here. Mac is only an inch away, and I'm going to
play Unseen Peril onto the.
You what? How do you have cards? Where did you get these cards from? Okay.
I printed out a whole
he
deck.
Plays an Unseen Peril on my monster when it activates, and it only needs to roll 1 success with might, finesse, or cunning, and it has 4 dice in might. So yeah,
4 dice 6.
4 dice.
No, I wouldn't be too cocky.
Easy peasy. All successes when I roll for the monster. I use my good dice. Have you not noticed that?
I have picked up on that
I
fact.
have a lot of language.
So the monster passes its challenge and it moves into contact with Mr. Mac.
To quote the most famous man I know, inconceivable.
You know what? The monster doesn't have very many dice left, though. The monster has been in. Oh my gosh, I don't have any fighting dice left.
Oh, that's a shame.
I was shot at 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and I can't dodge.
So you're just gonna take your whoopings?
Well, that was stupid. Okay, well,
Yay.
fine, whatever.
Come on, Mac.
I don't think Mac's going to be able to handle this. Mac, now, if you want to brawl me with 3 dice, I'm going to need to see that warmed up. Or you can brawl me with 2 dice 6. What's it going to be, sir?
No, I would warm myself up. I've been stretching while waiting for you.
All right, here it is. So you're rolling 3 dice 6. You need to get at least 2 successes, and you did not.
Oh, of course I did not. He got all right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Painful.
You are so painful today.
Who's the baddie?
You are.
Who's the baddie?
Who's wearing the skulls?
Does that make me the baddie? So
typically,
as we start, let's get some recovery checks. Oh, let's have some fun.
No.
Let's have some fun. There's a red dice and a white dice in this cup. Which one of these dice is for Mac? Mac.
And what are my choices of color?
White or red?
White or red?
I'm going to go with red because I've been bleeding out on this game.
There you go. There you go. The red dice is for Mac, and they are both a success. Both injuries are removed.
Gosh, that's frustrating.
Of course they are.
Hang in there. We're going to draw Matt a new card. He adds misfortune to his hand.
I think I've already experienced that.
The room of the Dungeon of Doom here. The Dungeon of Doom. Yeah, this was a tough monster to have in the second room, but sometimes that's how it goes. Here we go. You are still in control. What are you going to do? Do you want to start?
It doesn't feel like it.
Mac? Or what are your thoughts here?
I'm going to have
Now it is engaged with Mac now, so that you
Right.
cannot shoot
That's.
for chances of hurting Mac. You could activate
I'll
him
have Mac
first and try to dodge
dodge.
away.
I'll have Mac try to dodge away.
Oh, that's a danger move right there. So when
I live
Mac
on the edge, Dave.
activates, I know it's a risky move. He's got 3 die 8 to dodge with. My monster is rolling 4 die 8. Let's roll my monster first. 4 die 8. Here is the 4 die 8 from the monster. Gets 2 4s and a 6. Not inconceivable, but that's going to be a hard dodge right there. That is going to be a hard one to dodge. You dodge one of them and you take 2 hits. You will not be able to get away from my monster as it lashes around you with its tentacle. And you're going to have to roll a 2 dice health check. Bam! He is injured once again. Wrapped around.
Just a flesh wound.
Mac O'Reilly. All right. Now,
Tis but a scratch.
if you're going to fight my monster, you're going to have to get in there and brawl with it.
Oh, sure. Let's bring AJ in there, and she's got 3 die 10 for brawl.
3 die 10 and brawl. Okay.
She's a scrapper.
So she goes in to brawl with the monster. She wants to save her buddy. She's rolling 3 die 10 here, boys and girls, and you're going to see something really cool happen. 3 die 10. My monster is only rolling 3 die 8 because it's already been in a fight. So it's rolling 3 die 8 versus 3 die 10 from.
Given the fact that you're rolling, Dave, I still favor the monster.
Okay. Good thing you did, because the monster got 3 successes, 2 8s and a 6. You, sir, got 2 9s and a 4. Now, how dangerous do you want to play this? Do you say take them all?
Take them all, sir.
Okay, so that means the monster is going to have to roll 3 dice health check. It will get a bonus dice in there, so it's rolling 4 dice, and it needs 3 successes. It did not get it. The monster is injured, but AJ also put it all on the line and is trying to damage the monster, and she took 3 hits as well, and she is injured.
Of course she is.
All right. My monster has been in 2 fights so far. So he's now injured. And I don't know. I guess you could send. Do you send Professor Z in there to brawl with it? Or do you send.
I'm going to send Val in to brawl first.
Val? Okay. Val
Yes.
activates and moves in. Flip over that card, Bessie. Get a big one. 2. Val's rolling. Val is fired up now. Val is rolling 2 die 6 to attack. The monster is injured and has been in 2 fights. The monster is rolling 2 die 6 to fight back. The monster is rolling 2 dice. Oh, I can't do it like that. I'll just roll them separate. Here is for Val. Val gets 1 success. That's not going to be enough to do anything. The monster gets 1 success. Val will have to roll a 1 dice health check. Val passes her health check, but the monster will also pass his health check because he passes all 1 dice health checks. So now Professor Z can go in. And I would.
Yep.
I would definitely put
Yeah,
in there.
let's do a dog pile on the rabbit.
Okay.
Go in there and
So-
get him.
Professor Z is rolling 1 dice. That's not going to be enough to do anything. Do what? He could choose to dodge here just to distract the thing. Yeah, that would be the better option, to do the dodge.
Yep.
The monster's only rolling 1 dice. So I'll roll that all together. The red dice is for the monster. Monster got a 6. Professor Z cannot block it. Professor Z will have to roll a 1 dice health check. He passes it though. Now the thing is, boys and girls, here that the monster has not activated yet this turn. So when the monster activates, it will have to try to split its dice, and it has no dice left. So everybody here will get free attacks on it again. Professor Z is irrelevant because he won't be able to damage it, but Valet could if she draws a big enough card.
Bum, bum, bum. 2.
2. So she's rolling 2 dice to attack the tentacle. She only gets 1 success, and that won't be enough to hurt it. So then Mac can attack it again. He's rolling 3.
Would it be 2 dice 6?
2 dice 6 because he's
2 dice
injured
6, yeah.
and he's been in a fight. And he gets nothing. And then AJ rolls 2 dice 8 because she's
8.
injured.
Oh, she's.
She gets only 1 success also. So the fact that the monster is reanimated, it will scoff at the 1 hit. Now, recovery checks. This was really bad, wasn't it? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's not my fault.
It is your fault.
Oh.
I blame you.
I blame. Recovery checks. Here is for.
Okay.
Well, I'll put 2 dice in here. This is for boys and girls. If you haven't already, please be sure and root for the monster. Be sure to click that like and subscribe button for us. I have 2 dice sitting under this cup, Matt. It is a red dice and a white dice. This is for AJ or the monster. Which one of them is AJ?
Red.
AJ is the red dice, and that is a failure. The monster recovered. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I call shenanigans, so.
Mac O'Reilly. Let's see if he can get his recovery check. And he does not
No,
recover either. Oh,
of course he doesn't.
Gosh. This was bad. Should be the camera one. Holy cow. This has been about as bad as you can possibly get. Oh. Whew. Bad. Yeah, tough first couple of rooms here. I
shuffled this deck.
Shuffle in quotes.
Dear God, Daft fully. Skirmish War Games. Go tentacles. See, somebody's out there. Somebody going for the tentacles. Thank you, Terry. At least somebody's going for the tentacles. Go monster. Yeah, Mortis 005. Von B. Dave's dice proving to be ever infuriating.
The monsters in this scenario have been sponsored by Cooner Beans.
You wants Bessie to roll the dice.
I can't do any worse. All right, let's see what we have next.
Oh my Lord. Should we just start over? This is
No.
bad.
Press on.
This is bad.
It's a little tight.
Oh my Lord. Okay, send us back to the dicey. All right.
What is my next card?
Let's draw a card for Matt. Bad
news.
Of course it is.
Bad news. Okay, so add a hit. Okay, that could actually be handy. As we start this turn, your entire league is engaged with the monster. Who's going to fight it first?
Well, it's a ballroom blitz, so we'll let the lady go first. And have AJ.
Okay. All right. AJ goes first. She is down to D8s. She's rolling 3 die 8. The monster is rolling 4 die 8 to fight her. This is one of the reasons why NPCs, you got 3 successes. The monster, so you got a 7, 6, and a 4. I don't think there's any way you're going to be trying to dodge this, but I want to try and keep
no
anyway. Here is for the monster. The monster gets a 6 and a 7. Are you just going to say take them all?
Take them all, and I'm going to give him the bad news and add a hit.
Okay, so he's rolling 5 dice, and he needs 4 successes. Bessie, I'm going to turn it over. I'm turning the dice cup over to Bessie. And here we go, boys and girls.
Luck be a lady tonight.
4 successes.
Oh, it's the dice.
Four successes. Bessie, I can't believe you did that.
It's not my fault.
And poor little AJ is going to have to roll a 2 dice health check.
Who writes this?
And she is injured.
Can we switch this dice out for a new bag?
Can we switch out these dice?
Let's play Las Vegas rule. I want new stuff.
New dice.
Oh, that's gonna leave a mark.
Oh, the tragedy. This was super scary. I'll bag those dice back up, and you know, if somebody wants to buy those dice from us,
For trick dice, we hate.
get those out sometime. We really want just lots and lots of pain. So who's going to go next on your side, sir?
Oh, like it matters.
No, I guess Matt.
I'm gonna pick. No, I'm gonna pick Val.
Val. Okay, flip over a card for Val.
3.
Whoa, 3 die 6 is what Val is rolling. The monster is rolling 3 die 8. Okay, I'm gonna roll that all together in there. 3 die 8, 3 die 6. Here is the roll. Val got 1 success, and that won't be enough to do anything. The monster got 2 successes. Val will have to roll a 2 dice health check. Val is down.
Aww.
I am shocked.
I know. Did not expect that. Didn't see that coming.
No, not at all.
So now you still have Mac and the professor.
Let's go with Mac. Come on, Mac.
2 dice and dodge. Mac has 3 die 6. Does he have a discardy ability? Plan discard to gain an extra dodge dice. So the professor could actually get up to 3 dodge dice.
Right.
All right. Mac has a reroll. He's rolling, starting off with 3 die 6 in brawl because he is injured. Here is his roll. Even if you're re-rolled, it doesn't matter. It's 1, 2, and a 3. So the monster is throwing 3 die 8 back at him. No, 2 die 8. The monster is rolling 2 die 8 back at him. Got 1 success. Mac will have to roll a 1 dice health check. Mac is staying on his feet. The monster still has 1d8 back to fight the professor with. What's the professor going to do? I guess dodge.
He's going to dodge.
Are you going to discard a card to dodge? I don't know. Your misfortune is useless.
Oh, I wouldn't say that, but it feels that way.
So discard it?
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll get 3 die 6 versus its 1d8. Okay, it failed anyway, so it does nothing. Now, when it activates, it has no dice left. Mac is rolling 2 dice 6 to fight it. Got nothing. Wow. Just the probabilities here are just so out of whack. It's just crazy. And then AJ is down to D6 health also. And she has 2 dice to brawl with. Okay. She got nothing as well. Wow. My monster has, this is a sidekick level character, has just turned this room upside down. At the end of the turn, there are recovery checks. We're going to roll for AJ. AJ removes an injury. Mac removes an injury. Val is gone.
Oh,
Monster doesn't have an injury.
Oh, those are both AJ's. Okay.
Yep.
And then Mac got rid of his too.
Yep. Holy cow.
Okay, card.
Draw a card. Pull a bullet.
You got Sucker Punch.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
That's like the
starting
whole
new
scenario.
turn. I know. Boy, Matt, this was just a beat down here. All right, brother, what are you going to do?
Oh boy. AJ's going to go in and well, she's going to try to do some damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to play my sucker punch as well.
Okay, so that'll get you up to 4 die 8. And the monster will be rolling 4 die 8. So here is for AJ. AJ, 3 successes.
Yay.
Monster, 4 successes.
Boo.
Here is the health check for the monster.
Oh.
Needs 3 successes. Passed it. Here's the health check for AJ. 3 successes. Did not pass it. She is injured again. Mac.
Yeah, let's go again.
3 die 8 versus 3 die 8. 3 die 8 from Mac. He gets 3 successes. The monster is rolling 3 die 8. Got 2 successes. The monster will have to roll for a health check with 3 hits. Will have armored in there. Needs 3 successes. Does not get it. The monster is
Yay.
injured. Mac will have to roll a 2 dice health check. Mac is also injured. Bam! And he takes another hit to the caboose. I don't know exactly what that is, but... And then poor Professor Z. What is Professor Z going to do?
He's going to dodge.
Okay. Do you have a card that you would like to throw away? An out of ammo could be thrown out
Yeah,
to get him an extra dice. The
that'll
monster's
work.
only rolling 1 die 6 to attack you, though. And it got a 4. Let's see if you can get a 4 on 3 die 6. You did not. You did not get a 4 on 3 die 6. So Professor will take his hit, and he is down. Wow. This is just so brutal. This is just like, welcome to the nightmare here. Welcome to the rift. Now the monster activates. It will attack. So it only has 2 people to attack, but it has no dice left because it did fight. It has 1 dice left.
Mm-hmm.
It has 1 dice left, and it will put it on AJ. 1 dice on AJ, and it will do that fight first. What is AJ going to do?
Oh, AJ's going to try and take him out.
Okay, AJ, you are down to rolling 2 die 6. 2 die 6. I can roll all those together. Here's the white dice is for the I'm sorry, the red dice is for the monster. The monster got nothing. AJ did get a success, but the reanimated will kick in and say 1 success doesn't get it.
I hate it.
And then Mac. Mac has 2 die 6 to fight, and the monster cannot do anything, so it will take its 2 dice hit, and Mac rolls a pair of 1s. How is this? How is I want to like go back and watch this video and calculate what the dice roll average was in this game, because it's got to be really low.
The legal term is god awful.
Oh, that is the legal term. Okay, that's good. Let's get some recovery checks. I got a red dice and a white dice here. Which one is for AJ? The red dice.
Well, I'll go with the white dice for this one. Let's see how this one works out.
They both pass. So the monster recovers and AJ recovers.
Of course.
Oh my gosh. Here's a white dice and a red dice again. This is for Professor or Mac. Which one?
I'll stay with the white die.
I don't know which one is the white dice. It's for Mac or the Professor.
White for Professor.
White for the Professor. The Professor is back on his feet. Mac remains injured. I don't think they're going to make it out of this room.
You think?
I think my Demogorgon has proven to be. I think my Demogorgon has proven to be way too tough for the first room.
Holy moly!
He had some really good opportunities there, though. I think, but yeah, the dice just said no. The dice say no. As we start this turn, let's give the boy another dice.
It is.
Another card. Stumble. Now that's interesting. That's interesting. What's my turn limit on this
9.
game? Did you say
9?
9?
9?
9? Okay, here we go. A stumble, huh? You're starting this turn. What are you going to do? I think it's
Oh,
worth mentioning here, and go ahead and flip me to camera 1 again. One of the big differences on non-player characters is that non-player characters always activate last in the turn. And a lot of people might see that. If you're not familiar with Pulp Alley rules, you might see that as a disadvantage, but it's not. It's actually frequently an advantage because the monster, because it makes the player characters activate first. If that was a player character, you would actually want to try and force the Demogorgon to activate first, because then it would have to split up its dice and be at a significant disadvantage. Because it is a non-player character, it always has to activate at the end of the
Well, in some ways,
action
that can
sequence.
be an advantage
Yes.
after having so many people.
Yeah.
However, that damn reanimated
Mm.
is making it a little bit harder.
You think?
A smidge.
Just a smidge. Just
A
a
smidge.
smidge. Just a smidge.
Skosh.
See, this is why the secret facility spiraled out of control. It's like this monster went through here and destroyed everything and is growing in power. Okay. As we start this turn, what are you going to do, Matt?
Oh, geez, Louise. You know what? Let's have the good doc go first and dodge.
Oh, interesting tactic here. So the monster is rolling 4 die 8, and you have a card that you want to pitch to try and get up to 3 dice in dodge.
We'll ditch the distraction.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So here is the monster's roll. 4 die 8. Got all 8s.
Of
Got
course he did.
Got
1 5.
1 5. See, I took a little bit of time. 1 5. What was that? Okay, let's see if he can get a 5. You want to roll this, Bessie? Here you go. All you got to do is get a 5. A 5.
Yes!
And she gets
Eat it,
a
bro!
6. She gets a 6. Now, since you successfully dodged, would you like to move an inch away?
I think that would be a capital idea, sir.
So he just steps back an inch. Blip. All right. Who's going to activate next?
We'll have Mac go first, or Mac next.
Mac is going to go next. Is he going to be rolling his 3 die 6 to brawl or 3 die 6 to dodge? Mac is still bleeding. What's he going to do?
Yeah, he's gonna dodge.
He's dodging also. Interesting. That's going to give the monster 3 die 8 to attack with. Here is his attack. Monster coming at Mac. All successes, 2 5s and a 4. Bessie? Here we go. Here we go. All she needs to do is roll 3 successes, 3 big successes. Big uns.
I just want to take this time to.
You stopped 2 of them, and Mac will have to roll a 1 dice health check. Go ahead and roll it, baby.
Okay.
And she passes the health check. Have things turned around here. Now, the monster, he will not be able to move away there, boys and girls. And the reason is because he was hit by the monster. That means the monster laid a glove on him and continues to keep him in contact. AJ, The monster is down to rolling 2 dice against you. What are you
Yes.
going
So
to do?
AJ is going to go brawl.
Okay, so AJ is rolling 3 die 8. AJ is rolling 3 die 8.
Mm-hmm.
And the monster is rolling 3 die 8. So here is for the here's for the monster. Monster got nothing. All right, fancy pants. Let's see what you can come up with here.
All right.
Here's
got it.
Bessie.
We got it.
Here's
We
Bessie
got it.
going for it. She gets a 5 and a 7, and the monster is going to have to take a 2 dice health check. It's actually rolling 3 dice because it is armored. And it failed the health check, and it is injured. It failed the health check, and it is injured. Now, I don't know if it's a good idea or not. And remember that the monster has not activated yet, so it's going to close with whoever it wants to, just about.
Right.
You could play the stumble, but I don't know that it would actually get you anywhere.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. I don't think it's going to help me.
So if it remains where it's at,
You have to split.
it still has 1 dice because it's been in 3 fights and it's injured, so it has 1 dice. And it will put it against AJ.
Okay.
And it will resolve that fight first.
That's no way to treat a lady.
AJ, you are down to D8s, and you've been in a fight, so you're rolling 2 die 8 against it. Here is the 1 die 6 from the monster. Got nothing. Nothing at all. All right.
Yes.
Now, Bessie, let's see what you can do here. Let's see what Bessie can do.
I'm feeling confident.
She gets 1 success. That's not enough to get through reanimated. Mac still has 2 die 6 to roll, though. And if Mac can get 2 successes, it could cause it to make her health check roll. Mac,
Let's hope.
From Bessie. Bessie with love. Woo! And it gets 2 successes. I'll let you do his health check, too, Bessie. It's going to roll 3 die 6, and you got to get 2 successes for it to pass its health check roll. Did not, and the monster goes down. And in this scenario, boys and girls, the monsters do not get to recover once they go down. The monster is removed from the table. That felt like a victory all in itself.
It ain't so tough.
We killed 1 monster. Switch to camera 1.
Is that all you got?
I feel victorious.
That's a good.
No matter what happens
right
for the rest of the game.
That's a good day's work right there. Let's just call it right there and say that's enough. Whew.
So it took 4 turns.
Yeah, hopefully the other ones will be a little easier.
That was so bad.
That was rough.
I think that left a mark.
All right, let's have some recoveries.
Woohoo!
You do
shake it off, fellas.
You do get that card, so now you have that bonus, and you can discard a card to gain a +1 brawl or shoot dice.
Well, hopefully that will help me now.
Once per turn. Once per turn.
Oh,
Okay. That ends that turn. We have 2 recovery checks to make. Here's I'll let Bessie roll. Bessie roll for AJ. AJ is recovered. Roll for Mac. Mac is not recovered. So as we start the next turn, that was turn number 6. I'm going to put 3 bullets back in. There's actually no possible way with 3 turns that we'll actually get through this unless, I don't know. I don't think there is a recourse there. The world will implode in 3 turns. As we start,
That's the optimism I like, Dave.
as we start this turn, who's going to activate first and enter the next room?
Well, let's lead by example and send AJ in.
Okay, AJ is completely healed up, so when she steps in the next room, we will reveal what the encounter is, and it is 3 strange dogs.
Of course it is.
3 mutant creatures. are
Who's a
waiting-
good boy?
They
Waiting
just need a
there
little snack.
to eat her. And the fight starts immediately on AJ's turn.
Of course it does.
They manifest right
Well,
there. in
Dave, I
front
do
of
have a
her.
question for you.
Uh-huh.
By beating the Demigorgon, does that count as passing a challenge for Lucky Break?
Oh, sure.
For-
Yeah, well, that's fine. Go ahead. Draw a couple extra cards.
You got danger.
You got a danger
and free pass.
and a free pass. Okay.
Okay.
All right. You got a couple monsters here, or 3 monsters in front of you. And because this encounter occurs during your activation, you will have to split your dice.
Okay.
How are you going to do it? Now,
Let's see.
You only have 3 die 10.
So you
4
got-
die 10 and oh, we can't shoot. Can we?
Correct. Cannot. You can either brawl or dodge.
Might as well brawl.
I will. Ooh, choices, decisions.
Dice. Strange dogs rolling 2 dice 6. They're rolling 2 dice 6 to bite you.
Well, that's
Each one
not
of
very
them will
nice.
Roll 2 dice 6.
I will dodge.
Okay. So you'll have to split your dice. So you'll have a 3 die 10. You'll put 1 die 10 on each of them. And my first one here will roll his bite. Let's see if he gets anything. He gets a 5. Let's see if you can dodge a 5. Let's see if you could dodge a 5. And you did. Would you like to step back?
Yeah. Yes, please.
Okay. You have stepped back an inch. That will immediately disengage from the rest of the fights, and that is over. Okay. Don't want to forget about your ability to discard to gain brawl and shoot dice once per turn. So who are you going to activate next?
I am going to move Mac into the room,
Okay.
not engage, and take a shot at
So he'll just be
the little
at
beast.
the door. He's He's not healed up. He is still injured.
And I am going to discard to
4 die 6 plus short range gets you 5 dice plus.
and I'm gonna play steady aim.
Okay, steady aim gets you up to 6 dice, and if you discarded for the Demogorgon bonus, does that have brawl and shoot on there? Yeah, you get a 7th dice if you wanted to.
We'll play stumble.
Okay. So that's 7 dice. I don't think these things have a dodge. They can't dodge.
And
They can't shoot. So here's an interesting thing, and I don't know that it's necessarily a great idea, but you could split your dice. In other words, you could put you could actually shoot all 3 of these monsters if you wanted to. You could put 1 dice.
You know
on
what?
one of them,
Let's live on the edge.
put 3
Let's
on 1.
let's
and
split
put
them.
3 on 1. I think I might try it like that. I'd put 1, and the only reason I'm putting 1 on that one is because I have to.
Right.
No.
No. I agree. I would do.
Because
That's fine.
It's also going to lower its attack value when it comes in. It won't actually have any chance of hurting it, but it'll lower its attack value when it comes in to fight you. Bessie, you want to roll these?
Okay.
All right, here we go. So the first one, they are armored and reanimated, just like the other one was. So you got to get at least 2 successes for it to matter. That got only 1 success. That won't matter. You can roll the same ones again or roll the different ones. That time you got 2 successes. You can roll those same 3 dice for its health check. And it got the 2 successes that it needed and did not go down. Okay. Zdinko Cerny could also shoot. He's rolling 2 dice.
Okay.
Bessie, 2 dice 6 to shoot.
Which one?
Well, just doesn't matter. The middle one. Okay, 1 success isn't going to do anything because they are reanimated. All right. So one of them has no offensive capabilities at all now because it was in 2 fights. The other 2 will move in to attack Mac. It's probably all that could actually reach in contact with him. They will both only be rolling 1 dice. Mac could either brawl. As this one comes in, I don't want to move them both at the same time. So we'll move one single monster in. It's rolling 1 dice to attack Mac. How does Mac want to reply? He could dodge with 3 dice 6, or he could brawl with 2 dice 6.
We're going to dodge.
Okay. Here's the monster's attack. It got a 5. You're rolling 3 dice 6 to dodge it, and you stopped it. Would you like to move away?
Yes, please.
Okay, you move away. The next one will come in. It's rolling 1 dice. Are you going to dodge again?
Yes, please.
It got a 6 this time. And Mac is rolling 3 dice 6, and he also got a 6. Would you like to move away?
No, he's not engaged, right? So, or is he?
Yeah, he would be. He's engaged with it now. It's
yeah, then contact. Have him take a step back then.
All right. So there are my 3 monsters. Mac at the end of this turn will get a recovery check. And he continues to bleed profusely. And we'll start the next turn. There's 2 turns left. Here is your new card. You got to stay down, which would be a good one to pitch. It would be a good one to discard. Yep. As we start this turn, what are you going to do, sir?
AJ is going to shoot.
Okay. She's got a monster right in front of her. She could. What does she want to do?
And she's going to play. She's also going to hit the stay down to get the +1 bonus.
Okay. So she has quick shot, doesn't she?
Yeah.
She does.
Okay. So she's starting with 4, 5. Stay down. We'll get her up to 6 dice. She's got a quick shot. So that could get her 8 die 8. Does she want to do that?
Yeah, we want to do. Am I going to be able to split my?
You could, yes. Yeah, you could split.
Let's split it between 2 of them.
Okay, so you got 2 dice, 2 stacks of 4 die 8. Bessie, you can roll it. Let's see. What happened to our little Amish? Oh, there it is. We'll set it right there. Okay. So 2 stacks of 4 die 8 against 2 of the monsters. Monster number 1, she opens up on it. She gets 4 successes. It will roll 5 dice and needs 4 successes. Did not get it. Monster is gone. It would put it down and then it's removed from play. Next monster, 4 die 8 against the next one. 4 successes, so it'll roll 5 dice and needs 4 successes. Did not get it. Yes. Monster is gone.
Bye.
See, this is too easy.
Shut.
This is way too easy.
That's because Bessie's rolling now.
And she was the first person to activate. You still have Mac to activate.
Yes, Mac is going to take a shot at
Okay.
our illustrious friend there.
All right. You are down to D6s. 4 die 6. Plus you have a short range bonus, so you'll have 5 die 6 going at my monster.
And a reroll.
And a reroll. Reroll that 2. Turned it into a 2. The monster will have to roll 5 dice and needs 4 successes. And failed. So the monster is
Get out
gone.
of here.
Monster is gone, and you collected another bonus there. Once per turn, you may discard to give one of your characters a +1 finesse or cunning.
Nice.
Zdinko hasn't activated, so I don't know.
He's
He could
going
actually
to
go into the next room if you want.
He's going to do that.
Okay.
He's going to do that.
He says, I think there's something going on over here. And he moves in there. Flip over the card. 11-6. There is
Inconceivable.
experiment 11-6 is right there in that room. Okay, that'll pull the bullet. And recovery
Let's
check.
see.
We have a recovery check for Mac. Can Mac ever recover? Yes.
Yay!
Shakes off his
Good
injury.
on ya.
'Tis
He
but a
wasn't-
scratch.
He wasn't injured that long. All right. Experiment 11-6 is on the table. To complete that, you're going to have a peril and a cunning.
Sure,
A
why
peril
not?
And a plot point. I don't know who all is going to be within range to actually do that. I don't know if anybody other than the Professor Z is in range to do it this turn. Let's see.
I agree. And I don't think he can do it with 2 finesse.
No, everybody else is going to be an inch short. He possibly could because you got 2 whammies. And you have a free pass
Free
sitting
pass.
in your hand.
Well, I'll
You
play
have a
the free pass.
sitting in your hand. That could get you past the peril. So we use the free pass to get past the peril. And now you have to roll 2 successes with cunning or might.
I'm going to choose
And
cunning.
one of your bonuses, you could discard a card to give yourself another bonus. So Professor Z has a 3 die 6 in cunning. You only have 1 card in your hand right now.
Yeah, is
So
that the danger?
Yeah, danger.
Yeah,
You could
let's
discard it to
bump
get
it up.
another card.
Yep, let's do that.
Okay, so that sends you to 4 die 6 in cunning, and you need 2 successes. Bessie, you want to roll it? She got 1 success. She got 1 success. That would count Mac and AJ could move in a little bit closer, but they wouldn't be able to get there in the turn that we have left. So they'd both end up about an inch short. And see Experiment 11-6 standing there. Experiment 11-6 is the girl that was finally able to break through the dimensional rift and create that rift. Basically, the idea is that, you know, once you find her, then you lead her into the place where the rift exists, and then she actually closes it. What the player characters do is that they're basically there to make sure all the monsters are knocked down as they go through it, so that they keep the monsters off of 11-6 so that she can actually close the rift. But that was the last turn of this scenario. Boy, I tell you what, those first 2 rooms were just so incredibly brutal in there.
Yeah.
I think it left a mark on my soul.
Oh, the die rolling was just. I want to go back and look at that. I'll calculate
No
that
casino
up.
trips for you, sir.
Ooh, ooh,
so
that was
reborn.
rough. That was rough. Matt kept his chin up and kept slugging away, though. What a trooper there. Good on you. Um, you know, it is very, very difficult depending on what monsters and what random cards you
Yeah.
get as you start this scenario off. If you get those monsters right off the bat, that can make it tough.
Yeah, because you don't
Um,
get your little bonuses.
Right, right. Because you can
Yeah.
pick up some bonuses from 11.6 and um, the mad scientist and things like that can actually help you a little bit as you go through it. And then the die rolls. I don't know. I thought those were fairly average as far as the you know.
It's character.
Oh, I feel
there.
it totally came down to die rolls. Like really,
Yeah.
totally came down to die rolls.
Maybe there was one or two odd little die rolls in there.
Well,
You think?
the
That
dice
was fun,
giveth
though.
and the dice taketh away.
Woo!
They
That
were
was
heartless.
heartless today. Heartless today. But still a lot of fun. And
Yeah.
that was still a very cool scenario. I think when you go back and you read the pulps and you go back and you watch the old serials, if you think the good guys win every time, that's just not the way it actually happened. Quite often you go through the whole serial, a 15 episode chapter long serial
They lose
with
14 times.
with the good guys losing, quite a bit along the way and getting beat up and having to, re-marshal their forces and come back again. That's just part of the adventure. So that's you can't really go into these things thinking you're going to win every time because that's not really the way they're supposed to go. Pulp Alley really is designed to recreate those old serials and those old pulp magazines, and that's that level of high adventure and thrills and excitement. And sometimes the risk is that you don't win, but that's not really
Get
the point.
crushed by die rolls.
Well, when you lose, I always think, do you try to? What do you learn from the losing? And I've learned that when the dice rolls go bad the very first time, I call for Bessie to then roll my die.
Switch him to switches to number 2. Oh, okay. I'm going to show the Matt here in far off land of New Jersey here. See
The
him
Garden
there.
State.
Oh, that's where the Garden State is. I was wondering where.
Yes,
it
we
was.
grow the best smokestacks and highways and concrete barriers you have ever seen.
Oh, very
It's a
nice,
green thumb.
very nice. Matt, what else do you play a lot of?
I'm mostly a board game guy. This is actually the very first miniatures game I've played. So
Yeah.
I have a vast collection of board games. So
This particular scenario kind of has a board game feel to it. One is we have some board game tiles out here. And I think it was Daft Fully was talking recently about using some board game tiles and things like that. And I think all of that is perfectly acceptable. I mean, you shouldn't put too many obstacles in your way between, sitting down and playing. So if you don't have all your figures painted up or if you don't have X, Y, and Z figure, it just really doesn't matter. You just put something out there and play. That's the fun. So don't feel like you have to have I've got to build this whole dungeon or something, or I got to have special miniatures. Pshaw. That's just not important at all. Matt, I really do appreciate you jumping on here and letting me whoop you today.
anytime, Dave. I normally pay extra for that.
Now, if anybody else would like a whooping, I was thinking about this recently, and not so much for this scenario, but I think one of the disadvantages really to the remote player that's out there trying to play is that they really have a reduced situational awareness. because they don't really have an over a good, step back and look at the table and kind of see everything that's going on the table.
Yeah.
The fact that they're just watching everything through that one camera can kind of, or well, two cameras sometimes. It gives the players. It's not quite the same as looking at the table and knowing what's going on.
Yeah.
So if you would like that disadvantage and like to come on here and see how bad my dice really do roll, we'd love to give you that opportunity. Sign up for a game sometime. And reach out to us on Facebook or send me an email or something like that, Pony Express or Yak Mail, and say, hey, I'd like to see how bad your dice really do roll. And we'll get you signed up for a game. It really doesn't matter how experienced you are, whether you've played 100 games or no games at all. This is a great way to learn the rules and sit down and just get trounced.
Cry over.
I am going to go upstairs and probably cry a little bit.
Oh, look what you
I
did.
probably will too.
Look what you did,
You
Bessie.
did it.
Being so mean to Matt, our guest.
You want to talk about room number
We
2?
invited a guest into our home, and this is how you treat them.
You were the one cackling. No, I'm sorry. I rolled 18,000 dice and no successes for you.
That was a very good impersonation.
That was spot on. Impeccable.
Okay, so are we going to call that it for
I think
today?
so.
Matt, is there anybody out there you need to say a howdy ho to?
Thanks to a lot of my friends who are watching. All my friends named Jim, Wes, Mike. There's about 4 Jims. So
Very cool. Very cool. I guess that's going to be it then. I'm going to wander off. Thank you so much to everybody for joining us today. We will see you next time. Bye, everybody.
see ya. Thanks,
Oh,
everybody.
That was so brutal. Brutality.